Hi everyone! Today I'll be showing you how you can make this really cute macrame candy cane. Let's get started. For this project, you're going to need 2 different colors of rope. So typically for a candy cane, you'd use red and white. I did not have any of those colors left in my little stockpile of rope, so I'm going to be making a blue and off-white candy cane today. So this will just give you an example that you can make your candy cane any color you want. If you want a cute variety, go ahead and just use whatever colors you would like. The other thing you're going to need is some kind of wire. I am using a paper clip I have. I'm going to pull it apart to make a straight wire. With my wire all straightened out, it's about 6 inches long. And now I'm gonna go try to distract my kitty so I can show you guys how to tie this macrame candy cane. Come on, princess. For our first step, go ahead and fold both your ropes right in half. Then we're gonna take one rope and we're just going to make a little shape like a backwards S. Okay, so it goes, so you kind of have a loop and a loop, one end going off to the left and one end going off to the right. And now we're going to take our other rope and we're just going to lay it directly on top. Okay, so now you can tell we have a loop here and a loop here. Now what we're going to do is take the top part of this rope here and we're going to send it under right here, then under here so that it comes over the bottom blue rope. So basically we're just sending it under so it can come up through this bottom loop. And just kind of gently pull that through like that. And now we take this neutral color that's hanging down, so we take the other end of my white rope and I'm going to send it under here, then under the next blue rope so that it comes up and through this top loop. Okay, so it goes under, under, and over. And the knot we're making here is actually the cross knot. So our next step is to just start pulling all the rope ends to tighten up our knot. And you'll see once we are finished that you have kind of a cross on the one side, the side we were just working on. And when we flip this over, we're gonna have a little square or box. And if you have this pattern on your opposite side, you will know that you did the knot correctly. And sometimes one of your ropes might be a little hidden if you pulled it too tight, so just kind of go and adjust it so you make sure you see this pattern before you think you did it completely wrong, okay? And now what I've done is I've just taken each of my ropes and spread them out so I have a well-defined upper, right side, lower, and left side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire, so that paper clip I straightened, and I'm just going to stick it right in between the knot. Just like that. So I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but my wire is sticking straight up. So this will work great to do on a cork board or if you have one of those fabric boards for sewing. But now our next step is to do the crown knot. So to do the crown knot, I'm going to start with my rope here on the right. I twist it around so it goes over my rope that's on the bottom. Then I take my bottom rope and I curl it around so it's over both ropes that are here now on the left. Then I'm going to take my original left string and send it over the two that are on top. Then I take my original top rope and I curl it around so it goes over, over, and then under the bottom rope that's on the right. All right? So all we're doing is taking each rope and twisting it around so it goes over until we come to our last pass where it goes over, over, and under. And now what I'm going to do is just start gently pulling each rope to tighten. Just like that. So as you can see, it makes another box-like pattern, just as our cross knot did. And we're just going to keep repeating these steps until we have enough length to form a candy cane shape. So once again, I will take the rope here on the right to twist around and cross over the rope on the bottom. Then my bottom rope twists around to cross over the two ropes on the left. I take that original rope on the left to wrap around and cross over the two up top. Then I take my original top rope. It twists around and goes over, over, and under. And then I just start gently pulling each rope to tighten the knot. And I repeat. Okay, I wanted to show you guys what it will look like once you get quite a few crown knots going. You'll see how it's making this cool pattern that goes all the way around. And that's what's giving us that cool pattern for our candy cane. And so you can see I've done quite a bit already, and I have a long way to go for me to be able to curl it down for the candy cane effect. So we're just going to keep repeating our crown knots until we have that length. So turn on some music or put your favorite TV show on and just get tying. And there we go. So my knot is about just shy of 6 inches. I do have a little bit of my wire still hanging out, but my ropes were starting to get a little too short that it was hard to tie my knot. So I'm just gonna take some wire cutters and cut that off. But before I do that, let me show you how I shape this into a candy cane. So I'm just going to take the end without the wire. It doesn't really matter what end you use, but I'm just going to use this end up here. And I'm going to take it and I'm just going to twist it down so that it curls like a candy cane. So depending on how long this is, you can make your curl bigger or smaller. It's really a personal preference. Just shape it like a candy cane. Now I got some wire cutters just to trim that little tiny piece of wire sticking up. Alright, so now our next step is to take our scissors and we're just going to trim these ends off. Now, you're going to want to seal your ends either with a lighter if you're using a synthetic material. So I'm using this braided cord that is synthetic, so you can fuse it very well. If you are using a cotton cord, you're not going to be able to fuse it with heat because cotton will just kind of burn and char. So what you'll want to do in that case is maybe take some glue, clear glue, hot glue, whatever you have, and seal it that way. I will be using heat. And here is my candy cane all finished up. So you can see I sealed the ends with my heat. There's my kitty to investigate. But yeah, so I hope you guys found this video helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.